Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Chloe. I am a singer-songwriter, writer and a guitarist, and there is a little difference that you might or might not be able to notice. I don't have my guitar in the background with me today because stupid me left my guitar at college. So as you can tell by the title, for this week's video I decided to do a tag, and as you'll be able to tell by the title, I am going to be doing the writing routines tag. I think this was originally created for Camp NaNoWriMo, and I've had a little look through the questions for the tag, and I think I'm going to try and answer them based on how I did in Camp NaNoWriMo, because obviously it was a while ago, but I still remember it. So the first question is, do you stick to an outline when drafting? Interestingly, when I was drafting The Definition of Love for the first time, from I think it was May to July that I wrote, so May, June, July, 3 months. It took me 3 months to write 143,000 words. When I was drafting The Definition of Love, some of you might know this, but there were originally 5 parts in The Definition of Love, and while I was writing, I did kind of like figure out that some chapters weren't necessary, and the 5th part was unnecessary because the first 2 parts, it was just unnecessary to have them apart. It was better to have them together. So a lot changed in the outline when I was drafting. So sticking to an outline, yes, I guess I do stick to it. However, things do change, and they change for the better, I guess. But to actually answer the question, I probably don't really stick to it. It's just there, so if something needs to change, I can jot that down. If I'm not like writing that particular scene on that day, it just makes it a lot easier having an outline, knowing where I'm going, but events just sometimes change. Question number 2, how long do you take to develop characters before drafting, or do you use the drafting process to get to know your characters? I tend to use the first draft to get to know my characters, and obviously at the beginning they are underdeveloped, and the actual beginning of the book is changing somehow. I just know it needs to change. Using the first draft to get to know your characters obviously will mean that you'll have to go back and edit that first part at some point and like make it so your characters are fully developed then, because obviously they won't be. I use the first draft to get to know my characters because, in all honesty, I do use the positive attributes guidebook to help with that. Question number 3, what gets you in the zone to write? So most of the time when I was writing for The Definition of Love, there were quite a few times where I wrote in college, and that obviously meant that I was in the LRC, so the library, just call it the library, I guess. So I was in the library, and I guess that kind of zone helps me, and I wouldn't wear headphones because I wanted to have that quietness, I guess. I wanted it to be quiet, and I wanted to... So writing in the library, I liked having that little chatter around me. I wouldn't like block out with headphones or anything like that because it just put me in the right mood and got me in the zone, I guess. However, when I was writing at home and I was writing on my bed, I would spray some room spray and light a candle. So I'd probably say getting into the zone to write, spraying room spray and lighting a candle. And sometimes music helps as well because I find that I can tune it out really easily when I'm writing, and I also find it the same when I'm outlining. Question number 4. What time of day do you write? Do you stick to specific days to write? I don't think I really wrote at a particular time in the day, but I think I mostly wrote in the afternoon. I actually can't remember, but I'm just going to say the afternoon because that's when I remember writing the most, and I would get everything else done during the morning, and then I would write after getting everything else done. But I don't stick to specific days. So question number 5, do you always write in the same place / room? I did answer this question earlier, kind of. But when I was writing the definition of love, I wrote in the college library, I've written at my desk, I've written on my bed, and I think I've probably written downstairs as well, on the computer, probably even on the sofa with my laptop on my lap as well. So I tend to write in a lot of different places, and I think changing up your location is good for your creativity, and so it doesn't run stale. So if you feel like your writing is running stale, move. Question number 6, do you listen to music during a writing session? If at college I didn't, but when I would write at home I probably did listen to music. I love my music and I listen to it while I outline. So yeah, I do. I listen to a lot of music while I write. 7, how long are your typical writing sessions? I think with the definition of love, my sessions were between half an hour and 45 minutes. And then I would have like a 15-minute break or a half-hour break, and then I'd do like another 45-minute session, or I'd write for half an hour, have a 15-minute break, write for another half an hour. And I think I did the same with 45 minutes, because I would do 45 minutes, a 15-minute break, another 45 minutes, a 15-minute break. Probably between half an hour and an hour. Question number 8, do you read back your work or edit your work before writing the next chapter? No, I don't. I am a complete no-goer when it comes to outlining, when it comes to editing during the first draft. I just can't. I just want to get all of the words out, and then I can go back later and change pretty much anything that needs to be changed. But I do not read back my work or edit anything. I may read, if I'm in the middle of a chapter, which in rare occasions I'm not, if I'm in the middle of a chapter, I will read back that chapter and then carry on from there, and I'll just write, but I won't edit unless there's some sort of spelling mistake. In that case, I will just go back and change that, or anything grammatical, but there usually isn't anything developmental that I would edit. And question 9, what's your average goal for a writing session? Word count, pages written, etc. I actually did chapters with a definition of love, so I would aim for 3 chapters a day in Camp NaNoWriMo in July, and that roughly came up to 3,000 words I'd write a day. However, I don't like setting word count goals because I feel like it's too stressful for me. I can't do it, so I set myself chapter goals. My average goal was obviously 3 chapters a day. Sometimes it was 2, but I think that is pretty much it. Those are all of the questions. If you're interested in doing the writing routines tag as well, I will make sure to leave all of the questions down below for you. And also, I can't remember who created it, but I'll try and link their video as well, so you can go and check that out. I obviously wasn't tagged, but I just wanted to do it. So that is everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below. My social media links will also be in the description if you'd like to check them out. Go over and check me out on Instagram because I'm most active on there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!